That's another thing. I disagree with people who have high gamer scores like 34,000 points because more often than not, it's people who have so many games that just by playing them off and on and getting half the achievements for each game, it adds up to a lot of points. It's not that they've beaten every game, it's just that they've acquired enough freebie achievements, shall we call it, that they look like they're a good player, but they're not. They're complete trash. Now, this could be stereotyped as well. I mean, there are a few exceptions of people who actually 100% every single game they have. Okay, what I'm driving at is there's a whole new level of challenge available to you people. But because you don't see it interesting, let's just say your friend sees it as a boring task or repetitive task of trying to platinum Uncharted 2. Okay, that's fair enough. I'm not asking you to prove to me that you're a good enough player to platinum the game. I'm not gloating about my platinum for the game because I've actually done it. It stirs me and pisses me off that, figuratively speaking, I've gone through hell to get that platinum. I mean, it's not a freebie in anyone's eyes. You have to do work to get that thing. Sometimes it takes weeks, sometimes it takes days. You know, it varies. Let's say this friend was playing Tekken 6 and Street Fighter 4 for a month. He got the arcade stick. He was practicing with another friend. He was trying to get good at the game, learn all the moves, tactics, counters, the focus punches, the ultras, the combos. And I might want to say right now, there's like 114 moves for Tekken 6 per character, and each one's different. So good luck learning all that. But that's what you're up against. If you want to play online, the person who has the most knowledge of the game is always going to have an edge over the other one. I mean, there is natural talent. There is some people who are just good enough to pick up a game and figure out what to do and how to play it correctly. But if you are reluctant to put in the amount of work it requires to get up to their level, you're always going to be at a disadvantage when you're playing up against them because you don't know you don't know exactly how to counter what they're doing. Okay, why am I saying all this? Well, it's because I've barely touched Street Fighter 4 or Tekken 6 I've maybe played it for 8 hours total. 8 hours total, and I went up against his arcade stick and his 1 month of experience, and I was able to easily I don't want to exaggerate this, but I was able to easily control the match. And I didn't know what I was doing. I still don't know what all the combos are or the move list, but I know enough how the game's supposed to be played. It's a tactical based game. I mean, okay, maybe there's some lag issue going on. Maybe the game is broken in some places with mismatched characters. But I'm using a common character, Alyssa, or say Ryu. I'm using a common character against godly characters, and the only way he can beat me is by spamming with the cheap characters who get like the first hit every time and can repeatedly, use the same laser sight every fucking second. The only reason this is a problem is because when I want to play a co-op game online with him, have him on my team where it's 4 versus 4, he's always going to be the weak link. And if he's on my team, I can't really use him because it takes away from my experience knowing that we're losing because he's on my team. And I've always had that competitive drive to play at my best or somewhat best. And if I know that there's a problem and it's not being fixed or addressed and he doesn't care, and the rest of the team is going to suffer for it, and we're going to keep losing and not have fun. You'll have exponentially more fun when you're winning, of course. And it's hard to play a competitive online shooter like Modern Warfare 2 and just shrug off the losses like, oh, that was fun. Let's do it again. No, you want to rank up. You want to get as high as you can. You want to unlock different weapons, different sights, scopes, different grenades, different kill streaks. That's how it's set up. It's a competitive game in its nature, and that's how it's meant to be played. If you're going to play it wrong, then don't play it at all, right? That's how I see it. Now, I'm not asking this person to dedicate more of their life to practicing games that he doesn't want to play. just realize that, there's the fun joking side of gaming and then there's the competitive ranking side of gaming. You can't have both at the same time. You can't mix the two together. It's hard to use one without the other in the back of your mind. I don't want to attack this person too much, but he does have a wide variety of games that he's been playing. But when I compare the games that I've played and beaten and how far I pushed myself to beat them, like, I don't want to list all the games that I've mastered or say beaten on the hardest possible level, because there are a whole lot more games than I've listed on YouTube, and I think this goes back to my Counter-Strike experience or Delta Force 2 competitive nature, as well as playing chess or team sports back in school. So I find it very difficult to joke around having fun when it's in a competitive setting, like a one-on-one fighting game, or say a first-person shooter team squad-based game such as Modern Warfare 2. I don't try to do it intentionally, but if I'm not having fun, then no one's having fun. The problem is, I think if we had to rank each other on a scale of 1 to 50, he's at a 20 and I'm at a 40, and 50 being like an absolute gaming pro, That's our deviation in skill level. Now, even if we're just messing around fighting online, 1 versus 1, if I'm not having fun, then no one's having fun. He needs to be at a higher level than I am. That way, I actually get that challenge, that drive to play it more, that drive to talk smack. I don't talk smack, even though I know I'm better than him. It's plainly obvious I'm better than him. I haven't even tried to max out the game yet. I haven't even tried to learn every combo, every counter, every focus punch, every super, every ultra. I haven't even learned what counters the high knee or what moves have priorities over the others. I haven't even done that yet, and I'm already wiping the floor with him, and he supposedly played this for a month straight. So that's kind of where we're at. I don't want to wait for him to catch up to my level. I'm not asking him to get up to my level. It's just, I'd enjoy it a whole lot more if I was up against someone at my current level or above me, but that means totally excluding this friend from those types of games. Alright, it took quite a while to get to what I was trying to get at, but I think I've said it now. I opened the door for him to offer a video response if he wishes to give his side on gaming. But as I see it, and I've always seen it this way, it may be true that I take gaming too seriously, but that's who I am. I'm a selective gamer. I mean, I try to stay away from the simulation games as much as possible because I just don't see that as interesting or entertaining, really. The flight simulators. Or say the questionnaire kind of games, the trivia games. Or even the simulation games such as like The Sims. I just don't see any interest in that. I guess I'm content with the simple and mundane task of killing your friends over and over in online gameplay. Well, I've spoken my mind. I've gotten a lot off my chest by making this or these videos. And just remember, this is one gamer's opinion on gaming, not the definitive or absolute opinion of it. At the bare minimum, gaming is supposed to be for fun. You can make it a hobby if you want. You can make it your life goal if you want to become a pro at it. There's different things you could do with the medium. It is a great entertainment medium, in my opinion. Games are better than anime, movies, and television combined. I think it's because I'm so passionate for the games that I strive to get to the highest pinnacle on each game that I play if I find enough interest with the game. Because when I'm playing the game, I also like to critique it like any other movie. It's just they're getting so complex and expensive nowadays. God of War 3, I'm looking forward to that, and if I get into it, I'm sure that I'll try to platinum it. I just want to make one last point real quick here. I'm in a position where I can platinum 4 different games if I choose to do so. I don't feel like I need to prove to anyone that I can platinum a game. It's really an empty achievement in the end. It's how much time you want to invest into that entertainment medium. If you want to make playing games a project, that's an option as well. See, I told you this whole rant discussion thing was complex. I'm still trying to find the meaning in what I just said. I'll get back to you guys when I finally do. Bye for now.